What's going on, guys? Alright, I figured I'd make a quick video here, hopefully help some of you guys out and save on phone calls. So if you're going to do a half a wave cable, 492 divided by the frequency, so we're using channel 20, that equals, it's like 18.09 blah blah blah, bunch of numbers, but just rounded up, 18.1. LMR 400, or like the 400 max, has a velocity factor of 0.84. So when you times that, it comes out to like 15.1 and some change. So do 15'2", and then of course here's your quarter wave stuff. I always cut it a little bit long because it's easier to waste $1, especially if you're doing a big piece, a couple bucks a foot, versus, you know, if you're doing like 150-foot run or something, you're not wasting a bunch of coax. So 15.2 times that by how many you need. So say, I can't remember right off the top of my head, but we'll just say you needed 123 feet. So you times that by like 11 or 12 or whatever. So, and then that's the length you cut it. But anyway, we got this piece here. I got it close, so I got my analyzer here. So for half a wave, you have to short it out. And what I mean by short it out is center conductor to the shield focus. So it doesn't have to be, I just use a little piece of braid. So if you just hold that on there. So we're at 13 on the X. You don't have to worry about any other numbers except for X. We're on channel 20. So when you take that off, now it says negative 133. So what you do is don't go crazy, you know, until you get the hang of it. So I just go a little bit at a time. And what I usually do is use these, because once you cut through, it'll short it out. So 13.1. Let me do it again here. So if you go quarter at a time, see we're at 12.8. That way you don't go way overboard. If you're using a rig expert, you have to set in the tools your velocity factor, your coax. So let me cut a little more off of this here. It's hard to do with one hand. We're down to 11. Three, 11, and that's it. Like, that's a 1/4 inch cut every time, so you can really dial it in. Notice the phase angle is going up too. We're down to 10. Phone's ringing. 9. 8. Getting there. 7.5. 6.9, 6.4, 6, 5.5, 4, 4.5, 4.1, 3.79, 3.4, 2. 312, 27, 24, 2, 1.6, 1.39, 1. I'm cutting just little bits off now because I don't want to go past 0.84, 78. One more shave. 7.5. I usually stop right there. I'll short it out here, see what it says. Boy, that light's just .76. So, and then like I said, once I got close, that's all I was taking off. Because when you put the end on, it'll add just a little bit more, but let's trim just a quarter off of that. .44, 179 phase angle. .44, close enough. It's almost perfect. Now the thing is like if you hook this to a dummy load, after I get the end on, it'll read exactly what the dummy load is if I put a barrel connector here to the dummy load, or if I run this whole spool of coax, it'll say 50 ohms or whatever the dummy load is. It might be 49 or whatever. It's going to read exactly what's on the other end. If I put like a 3-foot piece on there, it's going to change it a little bit, but that's how you do half a wave. Now for quarter wave, like I mentioned in here, for the math of that, so 7'6", for quarter wave you don't short this across, you leave it open. But that's how you do it, guys. Hopefully that helps some of you out. But we'll show the math again here. 492 divided by the frequency equals 8.0 and a bunch of numbers, so I just made it 8.1, times the velocity factor of the coax, LMR is 84, so times 0.84, equals like 15.1, so I just made it 15.2. That way you have a little extra, because I'd much rather have a little bit of cuts than ruin a 100-foot piece of coax or whatever you're working on. So if you guys are going to go order coax, for instance, we'll just say for easy that you need 30 feet of coax, or say you need 25 feet. Your ground plane's not very high. If you order 30.4, so I'd do like 31, 32 feet and trim it down to where you got half a wave. That's how that works, and so on. So if you need longer, of course you just 15.2 times how many times you need it. But that's how I do it. Hopefully that helps some of you guys out. I'm going to get the input on this and get her boxed up. Appreciate it, guys. You guys out there have a good one.